coterminal angles. So two angles in standard position that have a common terminal side are called coterminal angles. So we will observe that degree measures of coterminal angles differ by multiples of 360 degrees. So example for here is the 50 degrees. If we add 360 degrees or one revolution, will come up with 410 degrees. And you can observe that the 50 degrees is also the same position. They share the same position with 410 degrees. So they are coterminal angles. So if we add another 360 degrees, that's 770 degrees. 770 degrees. Sorry, that's 770 degrees. 770 degrees is also a coterminal angle with 50 degrees or 410 degrees. So again, there are the differ, so we will add or subtract 360 degrees for a certain angle to determine their coterminal angles. So two angles are coterminal if and only if their degree measure differ by 360k, where k is an element of an integer. Okay, so um for instance, we will have let's say this is pi over 6. So to determine coterminal angles in radian measure, we will add 2 pi. We will add or subtract 2 pi to determine their coterminal angle. So for this example, pi over 6 plus 2 pi is equal to, so that's 13 pi over 6. So this is a coterminal of pi over 6. So if two angles are coterminal, if and only if their radian measure differ by 2 pi times k, where k is an element of an integer. It's important that we understand the topic of the coterminal angles because it is very useful of our later discussion. So for example, we will find the angle coterminal with negative 380 degrees. Of course, we can identify many coterminal angles with negative 380 degrees as our reference. However, we have a condition here. We will be locating an angle between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So how many turns should we do to determine the coterminal of negative 380 degrees? So that's negative 380 degrees plus how many 360? That's 2. Or 2 times 360 degrees, that's 720 degrees. So negative 380 plus 720 degrees is equal to 340 degrees. So this is the answer of an angle between 0 degrees and 360 degrees that is also coterminal with negative 380 degrees. Okay, so this is the only angle that is coterminal with negative 380 degrees with a set condition. Okay, so for the same question, different condition. So the condition here is negative 60 degrees and 0 degrees between that angle. So we will locate the coterminal. So negative 380 degrees plus 360 degrees, that's negative 20 degrees. So that is in between negative 360 degrees and 0 degree. So again, to identify the coterminal angles with the given angle, you just add or subtract 360 degrees if it is a degree measure. And if there are conditions such as like this, paiguon lang ninyo. So kung example, if in one turn or 1 3 plus 360 degrees in a certain angle, wala siya ni sulod sa ato ang condition, we will add another 360 degrees if wala pa yapon, we will add another 360 degrees until we could set or until it satisfy the condition given. Okay, for radian measure, we will find the smallest positive angle coterminal with negative 5 pi over 2. Again, there are so many coterminal angles um, for negative 5 pi over 2. You would just add 2 pi or add another 2 pi or another 2 pi, or you subtract 2 pi with another 2 pi. But the condition is we will be looking for the smallest positive angle. So we are just locating just one angle. So since this is negative, so the next angle that is positive here will be the answer. So negative 5 pi over 2 plus 2 times 2 pi. So that's negative 5 pi over 2 plus 4 pi, or negative 5 pi over 2 plus 8 pi over 2. The answer is 3 pi over 2 rad. This is the smallest positive angle that is called terminal with negative 5 pi over 2. But example, we will just add 2 pi, not twice. So negative 5 pi over 2 plus 2 pi. So this is negative 5 pi divide 2 plus 4 pi over 2. So this is equal to negative 1 pi over 2. So this is negative angle, and we are still looking for positive angle. So we need 2 revolutions to get the smallest positive angle. Okay? Okay, we will find the largest negative angle coterminal with 137 pi over 5. So 137 pi over 5. So if we are going to locate it manually, so we need 14 revolutions or 14 turns to locate the largest negative angle. So 137 pi over 5 minus 14 times 2 pi is 28 pi. So 137 pi over 5 minus 140 pi over 5, that's negative 3 pi over 5 rad. When you say largest negative angle, we are it's different. When we talk about negative, it's different. Kasi in positive, when we draw here, in positive, the bigger, the better. But in negative numbers, the smaller number is bigger than negative, is smaller than this one. I mean, negative 1 is bigger than negative 3. Okay? 0 is bigger than negative 1. So that's how negative number works. So the largest negative angle is the one that is closest to 0, not closest to negative 1 million. Okay?